You're listening to an AppleVis podcast. Hello there, everybody. My name is Thomas Domville, also known as Anonymous. In this podcast, I'm going to show you how to enable Dolby Atmos Spatial Audio and Apple Lossless on HomePod in iOS. Now that we are given the ability to turn on these lossless and Dolby Atmos in Apple Music, comes along the ability to be able to listen to those on your HomePod. Whether that's the original HomePod or the HomePod Mini, it doesn't make any difference. You are now able to take advantage of those two new features that Apple has presented. It just makes it way clearer, makes it sound really marvelous, rich. Plus, if you are one of those hardcores that gang those speakers, ganging means that you have more than one. You gang it together, so you have left, right, whatever not. The more you have that, the better the Dolby Atmos is going to work on your HomePod. Lossless is just going to work as is. Lossless means that there's no encryption or packing of the music itself. So it's a clean sound and the way it was meant to sound. So if you thought your HomePod sounded good before, wait until you hear the lossless. Now, of course, Dolby Atmos and the lossless have to be part of the Apple Music. In other words, that song or album must have lossless or Dolby Atmos to take advantage of this. So a lot of the older songs may not have this capabilities. A lot of the newer songs will have the new Dolby Atmos, and most probably will have a lossless. So either way, it's going to sound a lot better. And this is the way we are going to set it up. It is kind of quirky how Apple wants us to set this up. I was like, this is really weird. I wish it was a little bit simpler, but have no fear. That's what the podcast is for. So I'm going to show you how to do this. We're going to head over to your iPhone or your iPad, whatever you want to use, that you get to the Home app itself. So I'm going to go to the Home.
Home. Double tap to open.
And I'm going to do one finger double tap to open.
Home. Homes and home settings. Button.
All right. Now, if you didn't hear that option, no fear. What we're looking for is that you're at the bottom left of the screen.
Tab bar. Selected. Home. Tab.
You want to be on the Home tab where it's selected. Now, at the top left,
Homes and home settings. Button.
is the Home and Home settings. So we want to head on over there. One finger double tap.
Master bedroom. Button.
Now, that is where the location of your HomePods is. So in my case, it's in the master bedroom. But what we're looking for, and weirdly enough, if you go to the right here,
Home settings. Button.
we want to go to the Home settings. So we got to do this again. So double tap here.
Add home. Button.
All right. Now, you're going to go to the right here, and we're going to hear these following things.
Done. Button.
Done is at the top right-hand corner.
Name. Heading. My home. Text field. People. Heading.
And we're going to go to the people section. Now, you may just have yourself, or you may have a family worth of people. Like in myself, I have my wife and myself on the HomePod. So I'll go to the right here.
Angela Knight Donville. Resident. Button.
She's a resident. She has access to the HomePod. But what we're looking for is the person that says owner, because it has to have the owner next to the name before we can make these changes. So if we go to the right here to go to my name,
Thomas Domville. Resident. Owner. Button.
it says owner. That's the one we want to go to. Double tap that.
Thomas Domville.
And now we're going to go to the right until we get to the Apple Music area,
Media. Heading.
which is in the media area.
Apple Music. Button.
Once you find the Apple Music button, go ahead and do one finger double tap.
Apple Music.
All right, so that's my Apple Music. Now go to the right here.
Use in home. On. Double tap. Apple Music is turned on for all speakers for this account in this home.
Okay, that's self-explanatory. Go to the right.
Lossless audio. Off. Double tap to toggle setting.
We want to turn this on. Double tap this.
On.
Now it's set to on. I'll have a self-explanation of summary what that is if I go to the right here.
Lossless audio files preserve every detail of the original file. Turning this on will consume significantly more data.
And that's something to be warned about. If you need to consider this, if you're using a Wi-Fi through your internet, some people may use a hotspot through Verizon or T-Mobile or some cellular. You may have a data cap. So this may be something you don't want to do. Or if you have a home internet through your cable service or through a service like Google Fiber for myself, there may be a data cap as well. So if you have problems with the data cap, I would recommend leaving this off. But if you do not, if you have an unlimited, then we will keep this on.
About lossless audio. Link.
If you want more
Double tap to
information,
activate
double
embedded
tap
link.
that. It'll tell you more about lossless. We'll go to the right here.
Dolby Atmos. Off. Double tap
This
to
is
toggle
the
setting.
Dolby Atmos I was telling you about. We'll go ahead and double tap this to turn on.
On.
And I'll have it give you an explanation for this.
Play supported songs in Dolby Atmos and other Dolby audio formats.
And that's a pretty sweet summary right there. Now, just a heads up and a catch-22, the Dolby Atmos Spatial Audio is only going to be available for the original HomePod users. So if you are an HomePod mini user, unfortunately, you will not be able to take advantage of this. I hope they make some changes to this in the future, but for now, we are only able to take advantage of the Dolby Atmos Spatial Audio in the original HomePod and not for the HomePod mini. Now let's go to the top left here.
Thomas Domville. Back button.
To the back button, double tap that.
Thomas Dom. Apple Music. Button.
Then go to the top left.
Back button.
To the back button, double tap that.
Back button.
And
Thomas
then we'll go to
Domville,
the top
Resident,
right.
Winner. Button. Done. Button.
To the done. Double tap that.
Homes and
voila, we now have access to lossless and Dolby Atmos Spatial Audio on your HomePod. In my case, it's my HomePod Mini, and it was in those steps how you turn those options on. See what I mean by a little bit quirky? You kind of dive in there and dig in there, and it's a little bit odd, but nonetheless, it is now active, and so enjoy your music now. So that is how to enable Dolby Atmos Spatial Audio and Apple Lossless on HomePod in iOS. My name is Thomas Domville, also known as Anonymous. Until next time, bye-bye.
This AppleVis podcast has been brought to you by the community of applevis.com. For the latest in resources and tips and tricks to get you the best experience from your Apple device, visit www.applevis.com.